This is Leah from All Things Cards. You recognize that voice, don't you? I thought my room is a disaster, so why not take you on a tour? Yes, I've got myself a new monopod for my camera, which I will be using to film, of all things. Haven't figured out a title yet for the channel, but it'll be for makeup for old ladies. Maybe I should call it that. I don't know. I'll figure out something. Anyways, let's turn this beast around and I will show you my room. Now, let's just take a pan first. We're just panning, and that generally would be where the craft area ends. But my granddaughter's bed is downstairs for my workstation, so I kind of spread out across her area too. Right now, that's a temporary table set up because my husband added some shelves. Can I get you in there to see those shelves? Added some shelves on my wall over there, and I had to clear out a whole big area for him to get that done. So everything landed on the table at the end of my table. Okay, so let's start. Now this is by no means complete. This is where I store, if I can get it open, my stamps. And I've got, this drawer is not organized. Okay, let's go to a drawer that's organized. Here we are. I've got insects, animals, and then when I get down to it, we have birds and feathers, cats and dogs and pets, woodland creatures. I don't care what company they're from, I just mix them all. And I have put them into, I think this one I got from the dollar store of all places. I put them into DVD cases. You can get them in 80 microns or 100 microns. I prefer the 100 microns. The 80 microns tear at this corner much faster than the 80 microns do. And they're just a tiny bit more expensive for the 100. So you can get them on Amazon. That's where I got mine from. I'm planning on having a cabinet here in this whole area, below the light switch and down, which will have drawers that I can pull out, similar to Jennifer McGuire and Simon Hurley. I get these containers from my dollar store, and these are all the cards right now that are waiting to go out in my monthly mail out. Get that started soon. I do not enjoy handwriting all the addresses because it hurts my hand, but I'm hoping I can get them on the computer. Now I don't have a lot of 6x6 paper, so I store it in here. There's cards that people have sent me. Thank you, Jennifer. And then I've also added my artwork that I painted. Oh, my arm's getting tired. Painted with watercolors. I like that one. I copied a Saskatchewan barn or silo for that one. And I've hung them up here because that's where I want them. But in behind here are all of my Stampin' Up. I'll stand back so you can see. All my Stampin' Up ink is there, except for the neutrals. And then what I've done is I've taken some of my favorite cards that I've made, and I just put them up there for a little display. They're really quite pretty. I like that one. Look at that coffee cup. Okay, up on top I have my granddaughter's picture that she keeps in the room of her mother, her father, and herself. Because remember, I'm sharing this room with my granddaughter, who's not in this room right now. And I've got some stuff stored up there on the shelf. And let's move along to my Kallax. I don't know. I got the 4x4 for $120 on, come on, Facebook Marketplace from a lovely lady out in Langley. And she included with it these, see that right there, these shiny dollar store boxes, but that's perfect. That one, this one down here, I believe, is my granddaughter's. I've also clipped my art to it because there's no place to display art in this room. So up here, I bought a whole bunch of secondhand scrapbook supplies, and with it came one of these, this 4-shelf paper display for 12-inch paper. So I put my papers in there. Those are the patterned ones that don't come in those books. And then up there, I've got a little IKEA flower planty thing. It's artificial. My dollar store magazine racks, which are perfect for holding things. This poster is going to be hung up higher. I can't reach it, so my husband has to do that. He's also going to add another shelf to continue along there. These flowers, those I bought from my mom when she was in the care home. They're artificial. They're her favorite color. So I'm putting those there for my mom. And then across the top here I have a bit of a display, and then I kind of needed a place to store stuff, so I put stuff there. So what happens? Okay, so in these two here, this is holding my die cuts. And I have them in these tubs. Again, I'm using the holders, like still the DVD holders that I got from, what you call it? Oh, I lost this place where that goes. Amazon. I got them from Amazon. So I keep them there. What I have in this blue bin is shapes and such. And back here are words, alphabets, and numbers. I don't use those as often. And then here, these are objects. So this one's an Adirondack chair. See it there? And then, just grab another one. There's a camper. So lots of things there. These are cards that are waiting to go out for people on YouTube. So if you watch my Grateful Heart video, those cards are waiting to be given to you. I've collected some short pencil crayons from Crayola. I want to do a Christmas package at craft fairs whenever we get back to craft fairs again. So then I've stored my distress inks. It's distress sprays, that's what they are. Distress oxide sprays right in this little container. Just there so I can grab them. I also mention over here, I've got my glitter and my embossing powders, the ones that I don't use regularly. And then in here are specialty papers that I keep handy so that I can, I'm not even pointing it the right direction, so I can grab those. You know, I looked at those slats for in here, you know, like they build those things. This is like $56, $65 US, and multiply that by 1.35 at least, and that's what you get. I'm not paying that. So I've got my glitter, clear glitter embossing powder, my gold, and my clear up there. Again, specialty papers from my dollar store. This one is thick glitter craft paper. This one is glitter cardstock. So I've got all kinds of surprisey stuff in there. Along the sides of these, because I've got a little bit of room, here's my 12 by 12 score buddy thing. Here's some Gina K masking magic and some stick it. I just keep things that I might grab to use. I think I've got acetates in here. Yeah, I could try pointing in the right direction. Acetates in here. Now, I did take my craft supplies from downstairs and just kind of cram them in here. So a lot of things like this. This is full of Christmas stuff. This one is to be organized. And over here, I think there's about 5 drawers that need to be organized still. In here, I've got all my envelopes. They are organized, but then I went through there. A little thank you card. And I like that grapes. I painted that years ago. This is my postal tray with all my stamps in there. Packaging material, small envelopes, glue, water. And then down here are office supplies, kind of supplies that I need for running everything. In here are all my alcohol ink papers and things that I use for my alcohol inks. That's my granddaughter's. Down on the bottom is chock-a-block. I'm going to send you down there. Can't bend over very well. Chock-a-block of ribbons. I don't use ribbons very much. Inside that one there, good question, I don't know. Inside this container, because they're bigger and different, I've put turnabout stamps, build-a-wreath, and background stamps in there. I still have to organize those. A little bit of a mess in there. Photos in there. These are all the stamps that need to have their picture taken to put into Evernote. Glue gun and storage. I've got a wasted corner at the moment, but I will get to that. Here's my cart. It's not as organized as it normally is. Up here I've cut all my cut papers ready to go. And I even have some watercolor cards and envelopes, and this is a stack of, look at this, I think it's hot press color watercolor paper I got from Amazon. And there are 25 sheets in each one, 5 by 7, so that's like 2 cards for each one, so 50 cards. A pack of Michael's blue ombre cardstock paper. So I like those sea colors. They're make me very happy. Good place to store my baby wipes and my foam tapes, cut papers. These are the tapes that I use for sticking down things, and there's where I keep my rolls of tape that I use. Down here, this is usually, I took something out of here recently to organize that. This is where in the back of this, and here's the blocks. Some inks back there. These are inks there. Some silver and white twine. Back there is where I keep all of the stamps and everything that when they arrive, stamps and dies that need to be sorted, like this. This I get them sorted. Down here I've got my watercolor, pencil crayons, big wide tape, some foam in card sizes, some extra inks. Whoa! I do not like bending over. Can you tell? That was really hard. Okay, let's move the cart out of the way. Now, I recently got this from my dollar store, and I need a place to put it. I have not yet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I have not yet gotten a place to put this. This was $4 at my dollar store. And each one has a little lid, clippy handle, and it locks. I'm going to have to figure out what to put in these. I've got 2 of them, and where to put them. Here, I got this. This is very similar to that one that was recently put out by a craft company. My husband made me these little glue things. But this was recently put out by a craft company, and I got this for $20, $29 Canadian from Amazon. And it holds a lot of stuff. Look at the top. A lot of stuff up there. It's got the adjustable shelves that we see on those ads. But it's clear. I love this this crystal-y look. And it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. What was over there? Oh, a card. Another card from Jen. There's Jen's card. Okay. This is a nail polish stand, a 5-tier, 5-tiered nail polish stand. I used to store my distressed inks in there when I was downstairs, but now it's housing a beautiful picture of my stickles and glitter glues, and these are those pearl things, liquid pearls. I love that. Now in here, because when you're working on cards, and it's not just a weekend hobby, when you're doing it all the time, which I do, except when I'm working, I keep supplies. So we've got to have some place for your supplies. Extra glue, extra water, spray bottles, office stuff, washi tapes. I don't use them that often, so I just stick them in here. Got to have some of that because you make mistakes. And then over here, these are again more supplies. So then this is one of my favorite drawers. Oh, look at that! It's all my embellishments, my sparklies, man! Look at the sparklies. So this is where I store them. Their bags are back there, and this is where I put them in these containers that I get from the dollar store. Let me see if I've got one. No, I don't have any more that are empty-ish. I'm gonna have to get to the dollar store again. But that's where I put them all so I can just grab them and use them. Empty drawer, embellishments, and some stickers. Not a lot, because I keep a special place for my stickers. Again, more supplies. So, and then it's just more storage down there. I'm going to move the cart out of the way again. Just give me a sec. Love this thing on wheels. You may be wondering why I have mats all over my floor. Look over here. It's my granddaughter's side. It's because my feet and my legs get extremely tired standing. So this really helps to make it so that I can stand up a little bit longer by standing on these softer mats. They're my anti-fatigues. Now this is my Costco table. I've raised it up above where it's supposed to go, and then my husband put a draft tabletop on the top of that, but this is going to be gone when we add the Alex drawers down here. So there's my 12 by 12 paper packs. I don't have too many. Come on now. At least I use them. And then over here, I have more storage for supplies. Missing a drawer because it's full of stamps. Now here, my new baby. And I have this here filled up with my markers, my bags, my cutting tools. And then I've written down what I highlight everything with, and then the sizes of the papers that I need to cut. And this is what I keep going for when I have new supplies coming in to the house. I'll just put that up there where I was going to store it, on the shelf. Okay, now on my table, which, do you know, these shelves just went in last weekend or so, so there's not much organization yet. So I'm just kind of, I do love that love thing there. And my friend, my BFF Barb, gave me this for Christmas, so I thought it went beautifully in my room. And up here, I've got this, I bought this online, and it holds 12 cards, or 12 pieces of paper. Just keep that handy up there. And then up there, whoa, way up there, that box on the right is full of Christmas stuff again. And then I have trinkets like brads and eye holes, and then there's my splat box. And then I've got this container here that I can just barely reach, which is full of a bunch of sentiments that I've stamped. I haven't decided yet for that shelf yet what to do. And this shelf is right above my workspace. So this is where my husband's going to secure these on here for me. This is where I put my cutting guillotine, my Misty, my large cutter. I've got tape there and a battery recharging from window light. Another little light here that helps me see what I'm doing. Then I can put my phone up there to watch movies, or I can put it on here. Those ones were all ready to get put away. All the pictures have been taken, but now they have to be properly packaged. When you change your system, it takes a long time to get to it. So these are just working. I don't know what I'm doing with these guys. Can't remember. And then I've got a little power bar here with 4 USB chargers. And this fits into my wall. It's got like a 9-foot cable on it, and it's a power bar. And I turn it on and I can turn it off. I've got my heat tool behind me. My husband's going to make me a little thing where the heat tool can just sit on the edge of there. Now this is storage down there. Those are Christmas stamps I have really got to go through. And this 3-drawer filing thing I got from on Facebook Marketplace. And it holds my die cutting machines. And then I got the supplies in there for the die cutting. My 80 pound white paper there, and I can't remember what's down there. So there's more stuff. This is where I keep my stamps, my punches, sorry, that I use on a regular basis. Box full of foam, some cards that I need to work on, and sentiments. Here are my embossing folders. And there's some alcohol and some Goo Be Gone, and then some candy for when I work with my granddaughter. Not very often. We don't eat candy. Got some Elmer's glue up there, and my husband put this little shelf in. It goes all the way to the end, which holds my Stampin' Up! Stamps. Look at that. Isn't that great? Oh, let me show you the camera thing. And remember I told you it was like, I'll move over here so not so much behind it. Yeah, there we go. My husband found at the dollar store a net, butterfly net or something like that. And it was on a telescope handle. And so he made that right there, and he's made another one over here in white. There's my other camera holder above my other table. And he made this here for the camera to screw onto so that it can point down at my table. Now see, these are my hydroponic lamps for my garden that I had in the basement. Let me just turn the light on and let it adjust. That's just my monopod thing. And here's my desk. Oh goodness. Make sure all the addresses are covered there. So on the left are all my glues and pencils. There's a fan because it gets hot. And then I put my water there for squirting stuff. Inside there is the only source of electricity at this table. It's like a huge round thing that's like a 30 feet or 15 feet of cord that's plugged into the other side of the room. Because I'm at a cupboard. This is the cupboards for the bedroom. I just put some white curtains there to make it prettier. I lost the doors years ago. I've been here 30 years, so who knows where those doors have gotten to. So there's all my markers and pens and everything. These are cards that need something done to finish them off. Alcohol inks. There's the Stamparatus from Stampin' Up! My granddaughter and I share. See, for things that are just always needed, they're right there at reach. You're just like, where there's my heat tool, everything's just right where I can reach it. Just going to go up and down again. Here's where I keep my scissors and some envelopes and my paper towels. And then I've got my Sharpies right here. Let me lift it up again, sorry. There's my tabletop where you see me working a lot. And I've got this, my husband works at a warehouse, and this was either returned or something, and it was going to go in the garbage. So it came home. So in here I've got my 8.5 by 11 paper. Sorry, my leg's caught. 8.5 by 11 paper. I've got some Stampin' Up, got some Gina K, got some Michaels, whatever floats your boat. Here's the Distress Oxides. In here are some mini, these are where I ended up putting my mementos because I just couldn't find a place to store the extras in a tea box. Here's where all these two containers are. They're holding Stampin' Up and Distress. My daubers, that there. And this is the stamp I use every time I buy myself a new Distress Oxide. This is what I use for my, come on, there's a word. Color coding, I can't remember. Swatches, there it is. Now here, thank you Terry for selling me your lovely Catherine Pooler inks. So I told you I keep my neutral Stampin' Ups up here, and these are all just in color coded. I keep these really handy because I seem to just always need those for something. And I forgot to show you on the side here is where I hang my swatch, so it's nice and handy. Over on this side I'm hanging, oh my goodness, my back, hanging a hair dryer because sometimes I just need air instead of heat. And let's see, over here, this is my granddaughter's table. It is one of those tables that has two sides that will fold up. The other side's underneath my table, and I've lifted this side up because I got the hiccups, sorry, because I am going to be filming makeup videos, so this is where I was sitting and stacking all this. So that's why I got the monopod, so that it could sit on the table and hold the camera instead of balancing it way up here on just boxes. So over there's some more of her stuff, and then she's got her little dollhouse. And this, like I said, this is just stuff I'm working with. And I've got a camera set up over here for an exercise videos. I want to start doing exercise videos as well. I'm a retired personal trainer. So I've got that set up so that I could talk to the camera. So I'll just move that out of the way when I exercise and put it back. And this, I can't, I'll just put you over there. That's the wall in my room here. When the kids were little, I'll show you in the corner here. When the kids were little, I painted, I don't know if I can get in there. I painted some fish down here and some different plants. A ball has ripped the wallpaper off, the paint off. That's okay. So I painted that. I used to have the whole room in under the sea type theme, and then I had always planned on painting a whale on the wall. And then one day I was really mad at my mom when she had her dementia, and you can't yell at her, you can't do anything. So I came up here and I just grabbed my acrylic paints and I painted the outline. I still have to add shading of two different shades of gray in there and finish off parts of it, but that's what I have on the wall over there, which is different. It means that I can't hang anything on this wall. So let's go up here. Up here we've got some more places where I can put my cards that people send me and the cards that I make. And then my granddaughter's little flowers up there, and then there's some Paw Patrol and flowers up here. Well, let's turn the camera around, and here I am again. Okay, trying to find where the chair is while I'm sitting down. Okay, oh, that was exhausting. That is, oh, I forgot to show you. That is a little footstool that my granddaughter has for her room, but inside it's, you know, I can store her sheeting, bedding and everything like that, but it adds a little place where I can put my stuff, or I can take that off and we can sit down and have a little talk. And I'm sitting in the chair right now that's hers for her room. There we go. Whoa, that was exhausting. It was a lot of talking all at once too. So this is who I am. I don't have any makeup on today. I have, what do I have on? I have moisturizers and some tinted sunscreen because it's, look, can you see? It's actually sun shining outside. And I went out on the deck for a few seconds, so put your sunscreen on, just in case. You never know where your day is going to take you and where you might end up. So be prepared. And yesterday it was raining. Rains like 200 and some odd days in the year here, so who cares? No, I usually use sunscreen a lot, but when it sunshines, you want to be prepared. Why am I talking about sunscreen? I don't know. Anyways, this is who I am. You see me now. And you're probably not going to see me a lot, but you might be seeing more of me. Now that I'm not so afraid to show my face. But anyways, I will say goodbye now. I am so out of breath, and it is so warm. I got a fan going in here on full blast, and it is hot. We are having a hot day here in the Vancouver area. Whew. So I'll let you go, and I hope that you enjoyed this mini tour of my craft room. Like I said, it's not fully done. It's kind of done. It's as done as it's going to. I can work in here. I'm not, you know, I'm sure like with everything, there's always something that you want to organize a little bit more. Just get it a little bit better. But for now, I've got a room that I can work in, and I'm very thankful to my husband for all the time and effort he's put in trying to put things where I want and where they'll change. Oh, I was going to say, over in that wall over there, that counter tabletop right there, I'm going to put in all across there a counter, and that's where all the Alex drawer units are going to go underneath there, and then a counter all the way across right into the corner, and then I'll just have it open over there so I can get in there to store stuff. And then I will be getting rid of these 2 plastic towers. I want wooden furniture, not plastic. My goal is to get rid of the plastic furniture and to get to the point where I can have some wood, real furniture. Oh, then it's real, right? It's not just a plastic room. So tired, so hot. And I'm baking sourdough bread today. Why did I plan on a hot day to turn the oven on? Whose idea was that? Well, I should have done it yesterday when it was raining. I was going to do it yesterday when it was raining, but I just forgot all day that I was going to make bread. Okay, 1 minute left. I'll let you go. May God richly bless you. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button before you move on. And won't you subscribe to our channel so that you can continue to receive notifications whenever I post. And go to our Facebook group, All Things Cards, and join. It's so small. It really needs you and your cards. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.